Third time? Dastardly. Ooh, that's a cool name. Oh, I forgot I'm on the now I have the microphone, so I can use my microphone voice. Let's move the cord. Man, I just so belong on the streets. In studio YouTube business. In dining room studio is not really my jam. I love it. It says somebody's in the chat, but nobody's watching. So that's fun. I'm gonna get in the YouTubes here. Oh, 11 people. Hi, folks. Okay. Way to hop. Y'all hopped on over. Thank you. I appreciate your patience. No, sorry. I'm not sorry. Now, I like spontaneous too, Johnny. I also that's why I don't go live though, because I'll let anything get in the way of doing a live from the dining room studio. I get I let days, weeks, and months go by, as many people know. If I'm not out on the town live streaming, it doesn't happen. So I schedule it mostly to hold myself accountable and force myself to a time because I know at least somebody, one or two people's kind of waiting for me to do it if they know it. So it's mostly for me. Anywho. Oh, that's what you say instead of sorry. Oh, my bad. There's some accountability, but the no sorry is for when you didn't do anything wrong. It's for when it's used usually as a fluffer or for when you say it and you actually didn't do shit wrong. Hi, Fat Grammy. I missed your stream today too. I missed most everybody's shit today. And hi, Cajun. I didn't get to do the meetings this morning. I'm super bummed about that. But also, I love that other people, it gives everybody's like going to be able to step up to the plate. So actually, you're welcome. I didn't show up because it meant other people felt the call. No, I didn't want to miss it. I'm gonna go in the YouTubes here real quick. Let's see what we got. I kind of want to turn on Chris's stream. And maybe we should restream it. We'll see if Chris copy strikes me. I want to see it, man. Hold on, I can't really see what the hell's happening here. Hi, Kathy. Hi, Wolf Machine. I don't have tea tonight. I might have to take a break. If this goes on too long, I'm going to take one of those I'll be right back breaks. I'll put it on the screen, be right back, and then I'll go get some tea. No, I don't anticipate being yapping for too long. Although at this rate, it might be a 7-hour stream. And I might actually get 1 or 2 points across. We'll see. We will see. Where am I going? Moon Taxi's showing his Illuminati status. His or her or they. There. Mini Minion, what's up? All right, let me go here. Let me go to there. How awkward. There's always a delay on the YouTube, so I look over and I just saw myself going the screenshots that people could get. I'm such an expressive face. Chicos, what's up? I figured out who you are. Is there a cat somewhere? Oh, that's my chair. That's my pleather. I don't see the cat today. All right, I'm putting you all over here so that StreamYard doesn't get to like control the chat. So I can see what you fine folks are actually saying in theory. Maybe. Nope, not happening. All right, well, we'll put it over here. You guys get the lovely left side of my face again. There we go. Now I have all chat, live chat in the YouTubes, and I think I might maybe be able to get started. Never played poker? I don't think I'd be very good at poker, but to be honest, I don't think I've ever actually really played. Hi, Maureen. Maureen. It's from a song in Rent. Okay. Let me start by saying I I don't always say things the way that I want them to be said. And the other night, I just want to clarify that I had stated that I too agreed that the idea for foundations, I'm not going to talk about this whole hop topic that's happening on the interwebs right now. I'm not going to get into it much. I just felt like that was something's been bothering me. I had stated that I thought it was kind of a stupid idea too, but I think I said people that think it or said it are fucking stupid. I did not mean that because, well, I didn't. That's not true. What's true is I thought it was kind of not, it was pointless and kind of a dumb idea to pursue it. Had it been a thought originally, I would have been like, yeah, that's cool. Let's incorporate it. And it's not a stupid idea. And the people that brought it up recently, I did not, and maybe I didn't because I never went back and checked. But if I said, I think they're stupid idiots or anything like that, because I was trying to match some other comments that were being made and also show that that's not what we're talking about. But in that, I might have called actual individual people stupid and or idiots, but I'm not sure now. But it doesn't matter because what I want to do is just clarify that my point was when we're talking about that now, I don't think it's worth our time. And it's stupid to talk about it now. And actually, now that I'm processing out loud, it was more of my attempt at saying what's stupid is talking about that being the main thing being spoken about because it's dismissive of all the other things that are actually being talked about that are now not being spoken about. Okay, that's about as direct as I'm going to get with that today. It was very vague, but that's how we're rolling with it. And Kirby's mom, what's up? I'm comparing the StreamYard chat with the YouTube chat to see if YouTube has, I mean, StreamYard's got control over chat at times. The theory is that maybe StreamYard only does the top chat, and maybe there's a setting, but I don't know what it is. People are gonna twist my words no matter what, but when I realize that maybe I missaid something or misspoke and not like, "Oh, maybe I offended," no. Maybe I actually straight up said something, that's not what my mind was trying to say, because these 2 things don't always work together for me. Anyway, and there's other things that I had written in my notes and my bullet points to discuss that I didn't get into, and now I'm sitting here thinking, I don't know if I want to. Like I'm kind of ready to I want to move forward always. It's why I don't speak up about certain things. Um Top chat and live chat, you'll see it in the when you're in the YouTubes, you can see where it shows you if you can filter the what you see as a watcher from live chat and top chat. And I'm trying to figure out if StreamYard only shows the top chat. And I don't know what the difference is really other than maybe some algorithm BS. Nanya never in. Nanya, you're here with Nonya. Nonya business and Nanya never in together. Uh, we'll find out. Pineapple pizza? I will never settle on that. I think it's delectable. I said it. I said it. I'm not gonna go back on that. I think you have to be very specific with what else you add to it, but I think pineapple has a place in this world on pizza. Nonya, Nanya, I know you guys are, but you're not here together as much in my chat, or I'd sit around going, "Nonya, Nanya, Nonya, Nanya." I shouldn't do late night streams when I'm not out in the when I'm in a confined space, it just gets weirder and weirder. Things are just gonna get really weird here, I'm certain of it. You want me to keep being me that you think you're telling me you guys like this stuff? Oh my god. Oh lord, let's get serious. You know what? Fuck it. I am gonna go back. I went back. Listen, if crazy love is here, I already abandoned the bullet points I made for tonight's chat, and I moved to one from days ago. It's not that I meant to skip over some things. It's just that once I got started on one topic, I moved into the next, and then going back was a little like out of place. But also, I forgot. True facts. So getting back to some of the things I had stated a few days ago. Well, this is really not what I thought I was gonna talk about. I'm like, "Are you sure you wanna bring this up now? Why don't we just move on and nobody will know?" Nobody knows what is on my little notes and in my journal. I could easily just walk away from this right now. I'm giving myself lots of chit chat to walk away, abort mission. But I have to say this. I guess I have to say it because I just said I have to say this. What's up, megaphone? Yeah, get bust out the journal. Uh, yeah, this seems like really, really delayed response and really pointless, but I guess for me, I have to do it again. As I stated, a lot of this is for me. I'm just a selfish twat like that. So, uh, Kathy, Kathy, I just lost a subscriber. She left the building. She is not team pineapple on pizza. It's totes okay. I would like if we could just agree to disagree, but if you gotta go, you gotta go. Um, However, that being said, I think embracing the agree to disagree is something that is like a lost art in the world of everything I see o- on a daily basis everywhere. It's definitely something that I see living in America. It's something I see online. It's something I see just in general. It's like I don't know. I feel like growing up, maybe it was because I was younger, maybe the shit was going on, and I wasn't paying attention, but it just felt like people could have different opinions and, like, still be neighborly or have a meal together or whatever, or be friends or partners. Recently, like, in the last year or 2, I'm like, "Remember when different, like, political parties could be married?" Like, I remember that. I remember when, like, a Democrat would be married to a Republican. Is that a thing anymore? I don't know. In America, at least? Not and if you start talking about politics or red versus blue or Dems versus repubs, I'm gonna lose it. So that's not what we're talking about here. Um, but that being in the context of what we're all like, not all, but many of us are seeing unfold on the YouTubes and such. Although I hear it's on other social media platforms, I don't go to those places, so I don't know. And I don't consider YouTube social media. It's more like a, place to make videos and talk about it. Um, the I'm gonna have to just rip off the Band-Aid and say, the post that Henry wrote that I addressed a few nights ago or a week ago, I didn't really get into the specifics of it, mostly because I hadn't, like, written a bunch of notes, but I do wanna say that there were things in it that I strongly don't agree with. And once again, I still support his effort to take down Scientology. And just because we support each other doesn't mean we agree with each other's, comments or statements or perspectives. And I didn't sit there and go through it all and write notes and counter arguments. I could have, But it actually just compelled me to just say, "Oh, well, here's what I do believe instead." So that's why my video showed up as it did, more about where I'm coming from versus why I don't agree with other people. Um, and I said it, but just to clarify, this isn't like a I don't know. I'm not sure I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. I'm not sure it's like the best path forward, but it's what happened, so moving on, and I'll acknowledge it, but I got really upset reading it, so I didn't finish it. True fact. Also, it's really long. His posts are really long. But, it bothered me because it made me wanna sit there and counter argue and be like, "This is why I call bullshit to that. This is bullshit, and that's bu and restate this and clarify that and cite your fucking source, please, and yada, yada, yada. I don't agree." But that was only, like, halfway through it, and so I just was like, "Well, this is causing me a lot of feelings, so I'm gonna walk away." But I'm not putting my head in the sand. It just days or whatever later, it compelled me to speak how I felt, and so that's what happened there, and that's how I'm handling shit, and that's what I do a lot. So there's a lot of times that instead of saying about somebody else's behavior, one of these, I'm like, "Oh, okay, hold 3 at me, 1 at you. Hold on, let me look in the mirror for a minute." And then I speak about where I'm coming from, and that's usually how I counter certain things. I'll just speak how I feel without even acknowledging the other behavior. But sometimes I do think it's important. Um, "Oh, my hair is here? Uh-oh. How did you do that?" I think I lost track of who's what. Um, so anyway, there's that. And also I haven't gone, like, public with it yet because I don't really go public with shit. But I did email the foundation, I think 4 or 5 days before Henry made his post, and I had reached out to a few other people in similar line of work as myself in taking down Scientology, saying that I wanted to address these things and do something constructive. But by the time I had written the email and started planning that out and asking people how they wanted to participate in that project, the post was made, the videos were made, other people then everybody started it, like, took on a life of its own, and then I was like, "Well, I'm out," because that's the internet. I move too slow for the internet sometimes, and that's okay with me because I respond, not react. Same hair as before. Yeah, I know, but I'm trying to figure out I thought I figured out who you were. Now I'm confused. I'll figure it out. Uh, so yeah, even now I'm kind of like, "Gosh, what was that specific thing that pissed me off?" But I'm not gonna do it. It's okay. Moving on. Um, oh yeah, I addressed all of it. I addressed it all. There are things I will call out immediately, like, racism. I'm not gonna sit and ponder how to say that. In fact, that's gotten me in a lot of trouble in my day because I don't process, I don't think, I don't react, I respond, I just am really fucking quick with it because I call it out real fast, and I will be the first to call it out. I will lose a job because of it if I have to, and I will, make an entire small-minded, small town pissed at me if because I don't do it the right way, because sometimes I get a little aggressive when I'm talking about racist pieces of shit. So, that's my past, but we're not gonna get into it. Hey, Nicholas, what's up? Thanks again. If you weren't here, I can't remember if you heard me say thank you the other day. Oh, there were a few thank yous. There were a few. Anyway, now I'm going through my list of like all my lists from past lives of things I might have skipped over. We're just gonna wrap it up here. What was the first thing on my oh yeah, court cases. We'll get there. Hold on. Please hold. Please hold. Please check the court calendar and other important dates. We've added more meetings. Crazy Love is Love is going to live stream the meeting on the 1st of October that she had her city council meeting. And the info is in the calendar. Chris shut down the Dianetics table tonight or the other day, which wasn't that a fun little experience watching that go down at the park. What else? The calendar. There are 7, I believe, court cases happening right now. So you can check all that out. At the calendar, which is in my description. I have a few more things to say about court cases. Hi, Jay. Justice for the protesters. Oh, in court. Sorry. Yes, that's not funny. Yeah. Legal justice for them. Otherwise, I thought you meant like as a joke, like in the YouTube world. I'm like, I think we're gonna be okay. Oh, the Hawkeyes. What was the other thing we were gonna look at? Oh yeah. Mhm. Please hold. And then also I need to do this one too. Thank you to everybody who's sent me emails and info about plans and permits and construction projects, past, present, and future. I'm still sifting through it all and 8 cases. There you go, folks. You go there. You go there. We'll do that. We'll do that. Whoa. Why? Oh, here we go. Oh, that's true. To Advanced Studio. Peace out. Nice to see you. You have a different profile picture now. I don't know what happened there. And hi, Kelly. Hi, Danny. There you are. I don't know. I've been asking for information for outside the US. So, and anybody that has like facts, well, actually, Speculation Station works too because that helps me get it on the radar. I thought there was other stuff going on outside the US. I'm just not getting enough intel to be able to put it in the calendar. Okay, here we go. One moment. Click, click, clickety, clack, clack, click. Sure, do that. 1, 2, 3. Oops. Did that wrong. Okay. I'm gonna name names because it says it doesn't say I can't. Or I could just, well, I'll just say the name. I'd rather do the initial so that if you're in chat, you can at least acknowledge that you're here. So I'm gonna go with a RH. If RH is here, could you please notify everybody? Thank you very much for the Venmo action. I saw that after the fact of a live stream. You may have done it after the fact. I can't remember. Thank you very much. It bothers me when I get things and I can't say thank you to people. And then I said thank you the other night to that one. And Stan, thank you. I know I already told you thank you, but I'm gonna say it again. And well, Jessica keeps going live too. She goes live as much as I do in a 20-minute session. There you are. I got you. Nope. I can't remember if I was saying her name or not. I think she said it was okay, but I can't remember. Why this is taking forever? I don't know what's happening here. You'll try to ask about the yeah, please ask about that. It's not face in here? Oh, no face. No face? Now if we can get snot face in here with no face and Nonya and Nanya, we'll just have a party. Chris got a party to okay, I can't speak, but he got the tent tonight. That's awesome. I missed it. Thank you for letting me know. Now I know what to like go back and find in theory. Oh, look at you guys all being self-sufficient chit chatters. I love it. Thank you. Thank you. While I find like the easy when I'm not live, this stuff takes me 2 seconds. But for some reason, as soon as I'm live, I'm like, I can't find anything. There's some sort of vortex thing distracting my brain called a camera. And it always looks so different on this second screen. This is the weirdest thing to me. Why won't you just show me the stupid thing? I just need you to show me the stupid thing. I'm trying to there, that. Maybe if I didn't look over and read chat when it happens. I told you I have the, like, best facial expressions for people taking screenshots and just absolutely shaming me publicly. There it is. I'm saying it. DH again, DH, although that's a separate DH. No, RH and DH. Thank you. I'm gonna do it. You guys are gonna have to learn the hard way. Rhonda, thank you very much. And Deborah, thank you very much. And Christina, we already went there, but I'm gonna say it again because Christina, thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, we good? I think we're good there. Oh yeah, there was one more. Oh, I already really thank you the hell out of that one. I think I'll leave them out of this unless they don't mind. And I'm gonna wait to see if they care if I publicly acknowledge their caring is sharing attitude. I got so much help when I was in LA the first time in June, and there was so much I wanted to, like, sit down and write individual thank you notes to everybody. It made such a I mean, I was able to stay because of that. I had planned on being there, like, 5 or 6 days, and then or 7 or whatever. I was gonna milk it that longest I could, but as soon as the sign toast started getting weird and that weird creepy guy was watching me and I couldn't sleep at the building anymore, um, chat took over and supported my ventures. And I do operate on a shoestring. And even in LA, there's no shoestring in LA. Everything costs money, you know? So, and I think it's also because I don't live down there. So I don't know all the ins and outs of like where to park for cheaper and how to do this and that cheaper. I don't know places to go eat cheap. So that's why I get groceries usually. Um, cup of an America, a shot of espresso with water is like $4 there. That's like the standard. And I wouldn't do it, but that ends up being where I can go potty usually. So anyway. Uh-oh, we got hold on, please. Don't forget this universal symbol for Kelly. Look at chat. There's shit going down. Moon Taxi's wondering if I need a mod. I don't have mods, Moon Taxi. I mean, I do. I am the mod. Oh, please hold. No face does not have or no snot face. So, that's okay. You might meet snot face one day. Maybe you guys could be friends. I know face. What's wrong here? What am I missing? Our way of saying YouTube, the snail mail has no time for card writing. The internet and me are just like at odds with timing on things. Oh, you were teasing? Oh, good. Okay. Okay. I was gonna say I don't remember any issues here, but correct me if I'm wrong. Um, when I had like 700 people in chat, I still didn't have I had a mod the first like 2 or 3 days in LA, but they weren't I said don't really worry about anything unless it's like really intense and I'm not paying attention, then get rid of it. Is that the real X? The real X here? Is the real X standing up? How fun is that? Um, I remember your name, Aircat. Anyway, I wanted to say thank you to everybody. It did go against a lot of who I am as a person to not like stop everything and look you directly in the eye and tell you how grateful I am. It's the only time I've actually like straight up said, "Hey, I can't just like stay here past what I had planned. The encampment went to hell the day I got there. If y'all want me to stick around and stream, I can't afford it." So I'd love some help. That's pretty much the only time I've really said that. And then the other night it slipped out, and that's because it's true. So I did want to talk about court stuff. Here's what I can say. I want to be in LA for the beginning like weekish of October, which because I actually ironically for somebody who's helping like create a calendar, I suck at calendars. I can look at this thing every day, but it wasn't really till today that I was like, "Wait, I'm sorry, what? That's Tuesday." I see the squares. I see them. I see the numbers and the squares. I write in them. I look at it. I tell myself, "Okay, that's 7. Now you have 6 days. Now you have 5." But something doesn't like click until uncomfortably late in the game where I'm like, "That's in 2 days, bitch. Get your shit together." That's Clementine, by the way. Clementine, sweet Clementine. Oh, DT, I removed it accidentally. I meant to turn that back on. Sorry. Not sorry. Kitty. She really responds if I sing it. Clementine. Oh, see? Not interested. She's tired. So, it's uncomfortable. I didn't know if I should say it or write a post or whatever, but I'm going to say that I here's what I'll say to you. Check the court calendar for all upcoming cases. Now I've got another the big one's upstairs crying to probably another cat or a raccoon if you hear him. Um, DOA on the 7th has his last day in court where the judge is going to read the resolution of the case, whatever it's called. I forgot. Kellys and calendars. You'd think they'd get along, but no. I am going to avoid sleeping in someone else's RV at this point, Maureen, but I know that you have other intentions, so I'm definitely going to say that publicly. Um, No, that's not true. I'm open to whatever works. I just also because of my brain type and because I have to get things done, yeah, the oral reading. It's very good for me to not have a lot of other distraction, especially if I'm spending hours, like, streaming, then I almost have to go into a cocoon where I prefer to sleep in my car, but even that was like a nightmare last time I was there for those few nights trying to find the camp spot to go somewhere that's safe. I don't really feel safe there. That's the key thing. If it were the middle of the woods, I would just lay my sleeping bag down under a tree and call it good. But listen, we're getting ahead of ourselves. The oral decision, that's right. The oral decision. Here's what I'll say, check the calendar. I also DOA's the 7th, and, then there's the one on the 10th, I checked. Officer Houston Tipping was the name of the LAPD officer that was killed or is no longer with us, um, and his mother, Shirley Huffman, is the woman that I don't know if she'll be in court because it's not necessarily a trial day, they're still, like, in preliminary, but I would like to still be in LA on the 10th for that just to meet if she's there, I and the opportunity presents itself without it being super awkward, I would introduce myself to her, but I just because I want her to know that there's other mothers and other people out there that support her. I'd also love to shake the hand of Bradley Gage, attorney at law, because the work he does to me personally, I'm like, "And that's why you get a law degree." And you guys should check him out. He's, bless his heart, on Instagram, I think, the Twitter X also, but I'm not positive. But his I know he's on the Instagram. I'm not really on those things, but I've seen his stuff there. Um, Oral ruling, that works too. The reading, the oral reading of the ruling. So that's the 10th, and then here's what else I'm gonna say. Wait. So I would like to be in LA for the oral ruling, as well as to meet Shirley Huffman if possible on the 10th. Check the calendar for all other court dates. Dear chat, I have been called as a witness in a case where a member of Scientology has brought a civil harassment restraining order request against an anti-Scientologist activist. So I don't want to do this, but feel called to do it because I fucking have to. We're at that place where I'm like, you only have a couple days. I got some major help. I don't need a lot, but if anybody wants to help my ventures getting my ass to and being in LA, I would be grateful. I don't need to even say like this is how much I need other than enough for fuel because anything outside of gas money, I will make it happen. Even if it's nothing outside of gas money, I'll make it happen. I can live on very little to no money. Unfortunately, very easy for me. So, do I need to read that again? I'd like it. I can. Did that not make sense? Let me, what? What? Please check the court calendar for all upcoming court ventures. I'd like to be in LA for the first week of October. DOA has court on the 7th, and there's also a court case on the 10th, and also a public statement completely written by me. I have been called as a witness in a case where a member of Scientology has brought a civil harassment restraining order request against an anti Scientologist activist. Okay? I don't know why that doesn't make sense to you guys. That's all I'm fucking saying. Yep. You're gonna need to get to LA with a beaver outfit. I don't know why, but I'm gonna start just embracing this one. Probably just start, "I need this outfit." Free Willy. It is shocking, Danny. It's absolutely shocking. I don't yeah, so anyway, let me do it. So, if you would like to help, again, I struggle to help people. I get it. I'm not gonna be like, "If you can't, don't feel bad." I'm gonna say, "If you feel bad because you can't, you're really silly, such as myself, because you're watching, you're helping, you're supporting, so get over it. Because don't no guilt for that shit. But if you can and you want to, even if it's $5 or whatever, I don't care. I'm going to be grateful for, again, one of the best PayPal things I ever got was $2, and that's not sarcasm. Um, my shit is not in my channel my video description like I always lie and say, it's in my channel description. I don't even post it here. It's not even I can't even post it in chat. I might even have to suck it up and write like a community post because not everybody's gonna be watching this 8-year stream to find out that I actually sucked it up and asked for help. Alright. Are we good? Is there any other questions? Because 'Cause I'd like to really move on here. Really, I would. Link is in hello, good sir, is in the, channel description. So is the calendar link. No, watch the pleather, man. This is Noah, in case you haven't met him yet. He's, just a little baby. This is what happens when you have a kid that's like, "I need a pet," and you end up with a bunch of animals in your house that you never signed up for. I love you, but now also nobody can take him. Do you wanna come up here? I thought I woman handled him too much, he was gonna go, "Come on." The rabbit's way over there, and he just chills, and I call him, my bread loaf because he just hangs out like a bread loaf. One day I'll show pictures of him too. He's just a baby. He's just a baby. Oh, see? Thank you. Look at that. It's there. Oh, thank you guys very much. Who did that? Damn it. You already helped me this week. Stan, knock it off. Thank you very much. No more from you, buddy. Thank you. No, no, I'm not gonna stay on your points. Screw the point system. Yeah, he's the big boy, which is hard for me to say because that's what I used to call the other one, the other orange one. I had 3 gingers in the house at one point. We had 2 dogs and the cat were all gingers. And we say that very lovingly because we watched Doctor Who and there's a whole joke about gingers in that. Um, and then slowly the other 2, the dogs got older and crossed on. And now, like a year later, this one I'm calling the big boy because of the that thing. He looks huge. He's a monster compared to her. TMI, probably. I do love Doctor Who, although I haven't seen the new, like, season so much, so one day. It's hard after you watch the first couple seasons of Doctor Who, this newer stuff, I'm like, "Bring back the other ones, please." Okay. I'm staying on point, I'm staying on point. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, thank you for saying that, crazy. Love is love. I will stay on point. Um, what'd we say? Court cases, did it, check. I will do way more in-depth deep dive on some of the court cases, soon or after the fact, maybe even with, like, documents and such. Yeah, Dodge is a ginger. That's why yeah, see? He's a special place in my heart just for that. Um, actually, I'll just tell you guys. No, I'm not gonna stay on point. This is a rambling Friday night stream. I got past the, like, technical stuff that needed to be stated about calendars and such. My daughter's, like, best buddy well, one of her best buddies, not the best friend, AKA her sister, my other daughter, but, his name he was a ginger. Okay, there's hair everywhere, fool. He was a ginger and his name was Noah, so when she got this thing, she named it she named it Noah. Hi. Oh my goodness, he's so sweet. So sweet. Ow. Anyway, alright. So anyway, yeah, we love gingers around here. Alright, I'm staying focused, I'm staying focused. Ah, to Advanced Studio, I thought you were leaving. And now all hell's probably gonna break loose behind it. Hi, is a gingy. It's the funniest thing because, like, here in America, it's different, but over there where, like, Doctor Who is filmed and where, it's not a big deal, so we didn't really even realize it was such a big deal. Sir, hold on, he's having a salad. Can we not? Let's not. Let's not eat the plant. It's not poisonous, but it will kill the plant. Okay. Oh, look at that. I said stupid people versus idea. I already got that point out. I wanted to make sure clarified. I wasn't calling people stupid or really the idea. It was more a counter to what was being said. Moving on. Oh, we're just going through my journal here. That's what's happening. Hello, Teresa. Serge said something fascinating the other day when he first spoke with his I Quit video. I'm probably going to cry because I forgot I wrote this down and now seeing it, I'm like, oh, yeah, he said that. I wish I'd started with this and not waited 46 minutes. He said, "The kids who are there now will thank you one day." And I thought no matter what bullshit starts flying all around and the fan is being hit with the shit and whatever's going on, and no matter how daunting it gets and overwhelming, we could say, "Oh, focus on the kids being hurt, or focus on the people being trafficked, or focus on the elderly abused, or focus on this or that." Or we can think about the future. We can act now with that realization that they might not say it to our face, but they're going to be able to say one day, "Thank you for doing what you did." Oh my gosh, this is just going all kinds of places. I've been going through old footage and I found I have to bleep out basically or just, like, lower the voice because 'cause I'm trying to protect someone's identity a bit, even though he knew I was live streaming, he didn't wanna be on camera, but he said to us that night being there streaming, seeing everybody, and this was, like, within that first week or 2 of us being at after the encampment of being in the, whatever we called it, continuation encampment. He said, this I'm not laughing at that, I'm laughing at chat. Serenity Now? It's like, Dark Side of the Moon and Wizard of Oz or whatever, me and Grateful Dead. He said, it was so nice seeing everybody there, and nice seeing me there, and nice seeing anybody streaming there because it gives the little kid in him, like, hope and makes the little kid in him feel seen and heard. And I'm going to clip that and pull it and try to lower his voice in it or muffle it or something, but I found that after I wrote down Serge's words that the kids who are there now will thank you one day, and I just think those are incredible things to hold on to in the midst of any bullshit going on. It's like were that's for me, especially when I'm thinking about child abuse happening right now that I can't do shit about really in the moment, those are the things that help me. Thank you, whoever did that. No, don't cry. I mean, you can cry. I forgot I had my notifications on, so you're probably all hearing buzzing. Oh, you guys, thank you. I'm saying names if I have to. I have to. I'm gonna do it. Tiff 420. I can see him here too. I think that's cool. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, see, there it is. I'm good now. Holy shit. Okay, I think I'm probably good. So, I'm just gonna say a first name because I don't see words and I'd have to open it up. I'm gonna do it. Julie, thank you so much. I didn't realize that was happening. I got off on my little tangents. Who's this person? No, shit. Somebody's emailing me about the calendar. I will get there. I will get there. I'm not gonna. Oh, hold on. I fucked something up. This is important. Who did it? Somebody remember what I was talking about. Lord Goddess knows it won't be me. I'm always, if I wait too long, I'm worried people are gonna go away. Oh, Julie. Julie, thank you. Oh, I see your welcomes. Great. Oh, good. People are still here to hear it. Thank you very much. I'm not gonna cry. I might. Kirby's mom, it was so healing for him. I asked if I could hug him. I could, like, feel this is gonna move into area where I don't talk about a lot, and if you don't believe me or agree with me, I don't really care. Um, I'm not telling you this is true. I'm telling you this is my experience and my belief. I can feel sometimes like what I would call healing energy or vibes. And it's that transmutation. It's that negative to positive. I don't believe energy goes any or gets to go any, doesn't die. And so I can feel it shifting or moving, but sometimes it stays put and transmutes or transitions. What's the word I'm looking for? Transmutes, I guess, is the best word. I could feel that happening because there was stuff there that was not positive energy being held on to, and it was changing. And the words also matched that by saying that it brings him hope that we're there. It brings him like a sense of peace, and it makes the little boy within him feel seen and heard because the little boy grew up in that shit and chose to leave. Transmutation. I think so too, Patrick. I'm using it. Transcend? No, because it's got to be one thing moving and growing into something new. Transmutation. We're sticking with that. It was amazing. And here's the other thing about that. What up, Mercury? I think you've got a different name. I know you do. I think you do. Hey, Julie B. Oh, I get it. Thank you, everybody, for being here. I'm talking about a grown, like, young man that walked by us, so he wasn't a kid anymore, but he was speaking, letting the kid within him have a voice that night. Um, and then, uh, I suppose I need to find the footage. He came back a few days later, and we had a chat muted, so I don't know how much of that went on camera. So I don't feel like I should talk about it right now, but I will at some point. And also, if you're watching this, would love if you could reach out to me because I have some follow-up questions. Um, and I had asked at that time when I saw him again, um hold on, I have to gut check this one. No, he grew up in it. He was no longer in Scientology. He chose to leave. Um, his parents were still in there. That was said on camera. I just don't know the extent of how much he knows he was on camera, so again, that's all public knowledge already. I have to gut check what I can say here. What I will say is if you are listening and watching, I didn't do my job properly in vetting some of the things that I had, um, wanted to give you as a resource, and in that, if I sounded a little weird by saying that I would help more than what would normally people would offer to help do, that's why, because there was a part of me that wanted to make sure for my own sake that you got what you needed, and so I wasn't trying to push or be weird. I just wanted to because in that moment I realized, "Oh shit, I wanna make sure you're covered." So if you are watching this, would you please email me or well, that's about the only way to reach out at this point, and it's the intuitive inquirer at proton.me. 'Cause I'd like to do a little video about it, and I'd like to cut out your voice and everything, but I also feel like if there's, when the time comes that you wanna speak or tell your story or speak more, I want you to know that I got your back. And if you didn't get what you needed from our exchange before, I will move mountains to figure out how to get you what you need, especially if it's that you didn't get something from what I tried to help you with. Does that make sense to you? I hope so. It won't make sense to anybody else watching right now. So, that was a little side conversation I'm having with somebody that may or may not watch this. Oops. Hi, Paralyzed to Paralyzed and Grim. What's up? What's up? Um, okay. Stay on point. I think Crazy Love is Love just went live again. Yeah, she did. And I want to, what the hell, you guys? Thank you. Jesus. Okay. This is not easy for me to receive like this. Even though if it were anybody else, I'd be like, get over it and receive. I'm saying first names. If you don't like it, I'm sorry, and if you put in the little comments, "Don't say it," I'm not able to re oh, actually, maybe I could do it this way. I'm gonna probably say your name. Say your name, say your name. Just the first one, though. Maybe. DE, I could say that. I will follow through. I will move mountains. David, thank you. I'm just gonna drop your first name in it. Thank you very, 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 very much, my goddess. I don't this is like it gets so weird saying thank you to people for things when you're, like, not I am not used to it, I'm not gonna lie. But you don't wanna get too used to it because then it sounds like you're not actually thankful. You're like, "Thanks, thanks so much." Thank you. I can't stay in LA for all of October because I have 3 fur creatures I'm responsible for, but a week or 2 is okay. You changed your name. Coke is Better changed their name. Christina, what's up? I don't see you in chat very often. Christina, I don't know if you were here in the beginning. You and I are a great example of agreeing to disagree and whatever, still get on. I love it because it like helps me. If I hear other people's different opinion, I'm like, I don't like that. That's stupid. But hold on, let me look into it. Maybe I'll change my perspective. Fine, I'll grow. And it also helps to hear other people's opinion that you really don't like. I'm not saying you, Christina. Because I think it's like, well, then how the F are we gonna like, have a constructive conversation. If I don't know where somebody else is coming from, I'm just gonna be, like, talking to a wall, basically. Happy birthday. It was Tuesday, Grim? Well, thank you for letting us know. Grim Adam, shout out Grim Adam for the birthday week. Happy, happy birthday. Feliz cumpleaños. Melakalikimaka. I am going to, September. I forgot what that means. The Kelly Foundation, this is as foundation as we're gonna get. When somebody brought up that Kelly was gonna start a foundation, I literally, like, spit up and laughed because that's so the fact that I'm doing a calendar in itself, I'm like, "That's a full-time job for me," and I literally just have to cut and paste some info, and it's very it's, like, done now, and I'm already like, "That whoa, I am not a clerical person." The 24th, oh, you're, like, right on solstice or equinox. Here in Merca, I don't know what the hell happens in other places. Okay, let's keep going through our list here. Crazy Love is live right now, so maybe people need to hop around, but I'm gonna do it. We're gonna get through this. Uh-huh. Oh, yeah. Is Wyatt here? Wyatt, I found out a little bit of info. I was in the archives of some chat things, and for some reason, I wrote it down and took a note. I don't know why. 'Cause I'm weird like that. I guess that was that for that. That was that for that. All right. Moving into the bullet points I made for tonight. Oh, we already did that. What was the list I made myself on the title? What's the title? Court cases? Check. Corruption. So corruption ties into some other shit I was saying. Oh, okay. You can do whatever you want, Julie B. We're not in a cult, but cool. Um, Oh, that's good, Kirby's mom. Yeah, I've been told that happens. So I just get the notification because it's my calendar and I have that inside scoop. But on the yeah, when you click on that, allegedly, apparently, somehow it does upload to your own calendar. Do you have the Google calendar? Do you mind me asking Kirby's mom what calendar you use where it uploaded the events? And also, can you then tweak the, like, notifications for it and make them more personalized for you? Oh, there it is. I'm slightly offended by Kelly's going to be the best. I don't know why I have to be in the future. Can't I just be the best now? I forget I have this. It's for people watching at home that don't have the chat up. This is the shit I'm referring this is what I'm responding to right now. Quick, Kelly's hair, say something real quick. Kelly's hair. Quick, quick. Kelly's hair. Yeah, I do that too, Julie B. It drives me crazy. I'll try to start from the beginning, but I'm like, they're live right now. Go live. Like, just listen to what they're saying. You're missing it all. Um, it gave you options for Google or Outlook and one other. Oh, cool. Awesome. So Kirby's mom is showing us that if you go into the Proton calendar, it will upload the stuff. And then also my question is, when it transfers into your calendar, are you able to change or, give yourself your own notifications for it or reminders? Hi, Lori. Thanks for being here. Corruption. I wanted to talk about the Shirley Huffman, mother of Officer Tipping court situation. Again, their trial is scheduled for the 31st of October. The 10th is more of a preliminary situation. So yes, I want to be there because it's a mother. Yes, I want to support her. Yes, I think it takes incredibly large ovaries to do what she's doing and courage up the wazoo. But it's because I really learned the most about this when I was watching some of the corruption unfold at Poubelle and Big Blue with LAPD. And that was just a microscopic version, like little bit of corruption that we could see. But when you also, and we, whatever. I carry a belief that many institutions and systems and groups are of the corruption. When you see it, it's for me, I'm never really like, "Oh, I'm so surprised and shocked." It's like, "Oh, wow, there it is on camera." But, this is different for me for a lot of reasons, but they do play together because when you're watching officers I've dealt with some of the LAPD at Blue, and some I get a vibe, oh, they're just kinda, like, saying what they need to say, they don't really care. I get some that clearly feel like they're there for, like, different reasons than being a officer of the peace, keeping the peace, not really there for the people. And then I get a vibe that there's some that are super there for the people and did sign up for the reasons for the story they were told they would be able to be an officer, but they're being like, they're not able to do that job. And I believe, personally, in my opinion, that happens a lot. And that's why people say, if you're not gonna say something about it, or if you're just gonna keep doing your job, or if you're not gonna stand up to it, you're just as bad, or you're part of the problem. You're just as corrupt if you're not gonna call it out or whatever. I know that I'm not like whatever. I have a lot of history with working through my feelings towards quote unquote the police. However, when we see this case, which is that originally Officer Houston Tipping originally was it was deemed that his death was an accident. And if it wasn't for his mother, that's the narrative that would have continued on, but it was his mom who stepped up and stepped out and spoke out and said, "I don't think so, and here's why." And then she got a lawyer, and they filed a claim, and they're taking the LAPD to court to challenge that story. And Officer Houston Tipping, cat hair, had received a report and taken a report of alleged sexual abuse to a woman by other LAPD officers. And when that woman came in to make the report, Officer Houston Tipping took some of that report. So not only did he know her side of the story to the extent that of the report that he took, he also knew their names and he worked with them. These were his coworkers. Allegedly, and this will all be confirmed in court, hopefully, through the internal affairs investigation, Officer Tipping worked to not cover it up. He was honest and he did his job, allegedly. Fast forward, I forgot the dates. They're right in front of me, but I don't have it all. Oh, wait, maybe I do. Look at this. Like, I take this shit so serious. I did this months ago, though, so I need a refresher. But just a reminder. Oh, Concerned Chatter, you're back. You changed your account? What, you were just in here under a different account. I'm so confused who you are in the world. Did you change your account? Did you make a slip up? I'm on to you. This is how I take notes, okay? This is like it's a nightmare. Halfway through my note-taking process, look at this. Sometimes I'm, like, really serious about taking notes, and then I forget. Where's that one? I was so determined to take really clear, concise notes the other day, which, yes, it's not easy. I have to be very conscious of what I'm trying to accomplish. Where is it? It's not cute. I think I even got rid of it because I was like, "Oh my gosh. Oh, look at this. I'll just start drawing in the middle of it." Just nope, we're just gonna draw a flower. There goes my good clean. So when you see that Kelly, of all people, is like, "I'm gonna highlight, I'm gonna take notes down here, I'm gonna use the Post-it," you know I'm serious. So I have all of the info and I will get into it more. This is like when I'll do a screen share or something, although I've said that before, but I don't I don't want to like sit here in the awkward silence too much cuz I want to just get the general gist of the story out for those that don't already know it. I want to say it was sometime about a year later, but again, I might be wrong. So it within 6 months or a year or so, I believe. He was a training officer. He was doing a training, and in his training, he wasn't being trained, he was training other officers. In that, allegedly, one of the persons named in that alleged assault, one of those officers that was named, that was part of that internal investigation that Tipping was helping with, or at least not hiding it, not being a shitty cop, he signed up for the training or was signed up for it. And in that, some moves were used in a training exercise that were deemed not, they weren't supposed to be used. And allegedly, some of the equipment, the safety equipment that Officer Houston Tipping should have had, he did not have it. And allegedly, what could have easily been passed off as an accident was brought into court saying that it was likely, in Shirley Huffman's opinion, a byproduct basically of Officer Houston not covering it up and working with them. I'm forget retaliation. It was him not being protected by whistleblower rights. It was him not being protected by, it was him not being protected, the cover up of it, because the fact that they used the not a it's like a wrestling move. The fact that they use that move that they're not supposed to use that, the fact that he didn't have the safety stuff, those sorts of things needed to be um, clarified. And I think I'm allowed to say this on public record. Shit. I have to find out. So I did email the attorney, Bradley Gage Law. Again, go, if you go on social media, go follow him. It was a headlock. Actually, it's a different term for that. I have the language. Um, what we know to be true is that bones were broken that never should have been broken. And what we know to be true is that it was originally stated that they were probably broken because of resuscitation, but that didn't totally line up. I also think this is where part of me, I could just fly off the handle on like, I think it was this and I think it was that, but this story is so important to me. I don't wanna get anything wrong, so I'm gonna just keep it more yeah, we got another fur ball here. The smaller fur ball. I'm gonna keep it more vague just for that sake. Um, it yeah. Point being, I could go off on this. I have, like, a lot of passion for this story. Point being, if officers who cooperate with investigations or don't, follow that, brotherhood, sisterhood, whatever they call it there, I don't know what they call it for the female officers, I guess they're fucked, of silence, if they don't toe that line, if they're not quiet, if they speak out against things, like, we already knew that life might be hard for them. We already know that it might make their life a living hell. We already wonder how they keep the job anyway. But then you look at this and you're like, and now we know that some of them might fear their life, which we already knew that in other cases, but this is a blatant one and it's happening now. So that's why it's like we see the corruption. That's why planters, that's why permits matter. I forgot to even bring that up the other day when I was talking about why permits matter. Hello. The more we dig into these dumb little things that usually, if it were anybody else, I wouldn't even care. I'd be like, whatever, do what you want with the street. I don't care about the plan. Like, I don't usually care what other people are doing. I'm not a Karen in that sense. Although, does everybody know that when you go to YouTube on the main page, Audit LA's main YouTube page on the big screen says the people's Karen? I just saw that because I'm always on my phone. I just about died. But I was like, "That's so true." Like, us potential Karens in the world, we have we gotta use that obnoxious middle-aged white woman vibe that we have, man, and use it for the good, I feel. And so, anyway, I don't know why I just said that. I went off on a tangent, but I just think that this is, one of those stories that really I know why, gets into the incredibly more like, extreme side of corruption and those that speak out against it, and, um and we will find out what happened. There's so much more to the story I can get into, but I'm not going to, I wanna do it justice. But this is why you gotta get your Karen on sometimes and go to city meetings and be all up in city officials' business about permits because the corruption is right there on the other side of figuring out why things are not being done, figuring out who's being chit-chatting with who, figuring out why an event permit gets put over and over and over again. It's yes, it's corruption, but it's also finding out who. It's finding out these intricate systems that have been in play for so long. And this is why there's a status quo. And with all these eyes watching, if there's hair everywhere, if shit goes down or something happens, it's gonna be real quick to see who did it and why. Just like Officer Tipping's mom. She happened to have communication with her son, so was already aware of some of the things he was going through. So when something goes really awry and there's pieces that are not adding up and she lost her son in it, she decided to right then and there, she was gonna challenge it, and she is doing that. I really, really hope the best for her through this process, and that's why permits matter, and corruption needs to be talked about, and why Karens in the world need to get their Karen on in the positive way for the people. What was it? Courts? Corruption? What was the third one? Not calendars. Uh-oh. What else? Coke is better. That's breaking news that might be ready, you guys? This is why you do first of all, if you don't already know that me putting this on the screen doesn't make it true, I don't know how else to help you. This might be absolute bullshit. Cite your source, Coke, please. Ooh, it's getting warm. These lights get a bit much. Community. Mm, mhm, mhm. I think we've been chilling. Chilling's been spread throughout. Yeah, somebody else needs to check. Or not check, but where's the source? Who's your source, Coke? Caltrans did it? Well, if that's true, that's fascinating. Please cite your source, seriously. I think Coke is better just wanted to see me get really uncomfortably, awkwardly excited right there on stream. Can you be a Karen, Julie B? I just don't see that. I don't see that for you. I have such a hard time believing that. Yeah, I'm going to talk about this case more even before. I just again, I wasn't prepared to like sit down and do it and do screen shares. Um but I did want to say why more as to why I would want to be there anyway because that's just who I am. But the fact that it ties into the LAPD and corruption and that's some of the other things being discussed and talked about in regards to our efforts in Scientology and the other court cases. Let's be honest, it's all up in all of it. That's why I thought I would tell y'all about it and such. Tori is on Fountain Live, and so we know if if Tori would know. She was sitting on a planter on Fountain about a half hour ago. Well, what about wait, what did Coke say? 2 hours ago. Sorry, Coke is better. You're gonna have to do better than that. I'm not saying you're lying. I'm saying you have your facts wrong. There's a strong potential that you're here to just start some shit. But bless your heart, you're actually here helping us all remember to cite our sources. Community. I've said it before, I'll say it again. I was listening to Surge today, best I could. I was trying to get like 8 different things done at once, and some of it I had to pause it. To be honest, TBH, I used to always wanna be part of a community, like, in town or whatever, like, I've lived in small towns a lot and never really felt like I fit in. And then when you're younger, you don't really call it community, it's like your social scene or whatever. And I always just fit in with everyone, but when you fit in with everyone, you also fit in with you don't really fit in with anyone, which is fine. That's how the nature of some people's beast. And so this whole time, I have never really identified as like part of a community online. I mean, y'all are my people in my world that I appreciate and would notice if you were no longer there and be sad about it. You're people that I hope I can help in some way and you all help me in your way. You don't even know it. And there's like a symbiotic situation and there's a team effort happening all over external of this to do certain things, i.e., end Scientology forever. Thank you, Stony Baloney, letting us know what the source has been cited. I repeat, the source has been cited. Although let's give Coke the benefit of the doubt. Maybe they had the wrong street name. Maybe they didn't mean Fountain. So I don't know why I'm saying this other than again, this is like turning into behind the desk journal sesh for Kelly. Where'd that go? Um, I think that's it. It's like I already know there's gonna be a bunch of bullshit, and I already know people are gonna lump people together no matter what. I had to go back through and check, but there were only like 5 or something videos that I ever actually used acronym or, whatever, did letters together, 4 of them, as a hashtag. So I never really associated and said I was part of anything. I'm not, as you can see, I don't have any, logos or anything, and I like that. But it's weird, I'm trying to, like, figure out what that means, though, because, even today when Serge was speaking, talking about community and specific communities with names, I was like, I mean, by default, yeah, and it's not like a slam that I don't wanna be hanging with you fine humans of the world, but I don't know, I was like, but that to me is also, like, maybe my own, process and experience with, like, what I consider group thought and cult mentality and why I don't like cults. Oh, okay. Coke is better just as working on figuring out their psychic abilities. You were just it's okay, you'll get your timing. Oh, per Tony. Oh, God. Alright. This is why I said I'm not gonna call you out as a liar per se. That's okay. That's why we don't trust anything said anywhere. Um So I still support everyone. I'm still here to to the extent that I think it's of value or necessary, I'll call shit out. But if you don't hear me like sitting being like that was amazing. I love it. I totally 1000% agree with everything. Then, we can pretty much get I can guarantee you that there's probably going to be something somewhere that I'm like, "Nah, I don't know about that." Listen, little one. You're just a baby. I learned if you start them young with your torturous lovingness, then they don't claw your face when they're older. I don't know what else to say. I'm working on that. It's a word that I'm just like, I've always wanted it, but then I got over it because I was like, every time I think I feel like I'm like, oh, maybe I could like jive with this group. And then I'm like, nah, I'm out. Peace out. I don't like this. You guys all think the same. It's bugging me. Hi, Peter. And a pooty tat tat tat. I know the feet. Just wanna eat them. Oh, okay. Well, look at you with your language using things like allegedly. I appreciate that. Mhm. Henry has sway with me. Yeah, I think they have lunch and dinner together all the time. A post for the people from Serge Delmar. I can't read it. I know my poor rabbit clearly didn't get snuggles because he's very specific about how he receives love from me. He's more the cat. I'm not a crazy cat lady. I had one cat because the kid needed it, and then he needed a companion because he was lonely. So he has a cat. My cat has a cat. So now there are 2 living here, but I am responsible for 1, and she's his cat, but I feed 'em both. That's how that works. And the bread loaf, but also the bread loaf is old, and if the bread loaf crosses soon, I didn't want the one cat that's bonded with him to be so alone all the time. So, yeah, we got the companion because Breadloaf I know, I don't even wanna look at him. Breadloaf's time is coming. Oh, that's a good question. Yeah, Rika, answer that, please, would you please? Where is she? LA folks, please read Stephen Mango's most recent wait, look, I can do it. LA folks, that's not me, but I'm gonna do it. Read Mango's most recent community post and help him with resources. Because I like you, Rika. I'm gonna do it, and I'm not even in LA. Nope, that's not what we're looking for. Man, it's starting to get, like, overly hot, but this tank top I have on isn't probably I don't know if it's camera appropriate. Okay. Emergency help needed. A young gay Scientologist was kicked out onto the street outside LA or in the last 48 to 72 hours. He contacted me and I spent the day with him today. Here's what is going on. They trafficked him to LA on a one-way ticket and coerced him into signing a Sea Org billion-year contract to live and work at the org. Because his family opposes Scientology, they labeled him as PTS, a potential trouble source, someone connected to an SP, an enemy of the church, and sent him to ethics. They took thousands of dollars from him, maxed out his credit cards, and required him to pay $2,500 for the purification rundown while he was being investigated. Although he wasn't an official Sea Org member, he was on a Project Prepare and living at their Fountain Hotel. Under duress, they forced him to sign a form allowing them to search his phone and social media or else face immediate removal. He compiled, deleted. Okay, hold on. Oh man, I didn't know this was coming. Thank you, Rika. Hold on. Here it is. He complied, deleting all his apps and most of his messages and handed over his phone. 5 hours later, they returned his phone and kicked him out after discovering he was gay and seeing his Reddit posts and messages. They re-downloaded every app and his phone had auto-logged the Scientologist back on. He now has $12 to his name. Today, I took him to lunch and a Starbucks as he hasn't eaten in days. We talked for 6 hours. I've been in a similar situation before when I left Scientology back in 2013, and I wanted to be there for him. He needs a flight back home and possibly a few nights in a hotel here until that can be arranged. As for other resources, the LGBT Center can't see him until October 26th, and the Aftermath Foundation, which supposedly helps ex-Scientologists, denied his application because he, quote, didn't have enough resources, end quote. That's insane to me, given their mission to help people like him. I've even reached out to the SPTV Foundation and a competing charity run by Aaron Smith Levin this morning, and I haven't received a response. I wonder how he reached out. These so-called charities for ex-Scientologists seem like cash grabs while this young man is at risk of being on the street tomorrow. If anyone can help him avoid homelessness and get some food, please consider contributing. He has $12, no job, no family, and literally nothing else. Scientology drained him dry, trafficked him here, and then abandoned him. Let's step up and support him. I filmed a YouTube video with him, but I won't be able to upload it until tomorrow. You'll hear him share his story in a 40-minute video. In the meantime, if you can help, Venmo is at Steven M91. If it asks for a security code, the last 4 digits are 4804. And my PayPal is talentmailings@gmail.com. My old business name, Talent Mailings, might show up, but it's me. Thank you so much. I wouldn't ask if it weren't a dire situation. I know many ex-Scientologists and never-ends follow me and will understand the urgency and importance of helping someone in need. Let's make sure he has a safe place to stay and a way to get home. Please share this post to your pages. It's almost the 28th. Did the person get help on the 26th also? Does this person have his passport? I don't know. And it doesn't say where his family lives, so even if he was trafficked here, I guess we can't make the assumption that he's being transferred or wanting to fly or go somewhere else. Agreed, make it make sense. We can make it make sense now. Can I tag other streamers? Uh, Probably. I'm learning. Yeah, yeah, I think so. Hold on. Go away for a minute. Hold on. What's the questions? Questions are okay. What do we have for questions? Sorry if you veered me off topic. I veer myself. That is the topic. The topic is always somewhere. If I go this way, it's just we'll just everything's over here. We got to go over here, pull it back, go over here, pull it back. What are the questions? Make what make sense? Make it make sense what? Help. Oh, make it make sense that we have to do this now? I'll tell you what's really annoying, when I emailed the foundation because I couldn't use the phone number, or I could, but I didn't because I wasn't calling as a, person needing help. But it took the foundation longer to get back to me than a person. Like, an individual responded to my email, but then I got an email from the foundation that didn't know that the person got back to me. That was, like, not realizing that the person got back to me, but the foundation responded. I still don't know what human wrote that. So I don't know if you write, like, the contact at sptv.org or whatever that email is, I'm not sure who's reading that. No, 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 I think it's that he reached out to them today. He wrote this 2 hours ago. He said he reached out to them today. And also, to be fair, nobody ever said, "If you reach out to the foundation, we're gonna be there, like, immediately," or I mean, it doesn't say it'll be within 24 hours or 40, it doesn't say when. Oh, yeah, okay, so I'd like to you don't trust a GoFundMe minutes. Hold on, hold on, we're doing this together. Tori always gives out her number. That's true, she does, on paper, and then I have to keep track of it in a wallet for months and months before I finally put it in a phone, which I haven't done yet. I don't trust it. A GoFundMe is minutes and money would be already done. Then a slow rant posted that doesn't do anything. Hold on, I read that wrong. A GoFundMe is minutes and money would already come on, Digital Connected. I don't get that. I think you're saying just post a GoFundMe instead of ranting and raving on the interwebs, but I think if you do that, then everybody's gonna be like, "I don't trust it. Why?" And then you have to do a long rant and rave, but I might also be misunderstanding what you're saying. But this is a situation if there is like, I have 3,000 subscribers. Lord, Goddess, sweet everything good and holy knows 3,000 people don't watch my videos. Other channels with 10, 15, 20,000, or I don't know, 243,000. That's Could you imagine if everybody kicked in like a quarter or 50 cents or a shiny dime they found on the ground? Not to say everybody watching has the capability to even digitally send money, but what if everybody sent a quarter out of 243,000 people? And that's why I remind people, uh, for the cost of way less than a cup of coffee in LA, you too can adopt a streamer because it really doesn't, if there's a lot of us all helping, it doesn't need a lot individually, I mean. Kirby's mom, it is a community. See, what were we talking about? Community. That was the other topic. I think in the comments he mentions he's making a GoFundMe. Okay, I know I'm a little behind here, but we're gonna work through it. Everyone make your own I'm gonna put it up there. It's larger. It's never mind. Everyone make your own decision about it. Sad that we have to say that, but of course. Just wanted to share because I helped someone out of Scientology and paid out of my own. Yes, you did, Rika. These things happen. They do. Nobody knows about the person I was talking about, like, a long time ago, an hour or 2 ago. If I had the capability, I would have been like, "Here, boom, 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 boom," but and he wasn't in a position to let his shit be public yet. But they are right there sometimes. And not just leaving, but getting kicked out. Uh-huh. Has he filed a police report? You know as much as I do, YRB. We all read the same thing together, but I'm gonna go in the comments. And filed a police report for what? What for what? I'm sure if I, like, hung up and walked over here, it would process and I'd understand what you're saying, but help me out. It's late and I'm tired. Laura said she would help someone straight away. That's true. All right, Kelly, can you put some here? Hold on. I'm gonna tag people and then I might be able to hold on, get rid of that. No, no. I'm using my phone right now. All right. We're gonna go into the comments in just a minute, but if people could help me, that would be fantastic. Oh, I guess we could do that. To donate, there's the intel. Didn't have enough resources. Isn't that the point? I'm sure. Yeah. I don't think aren't they on a cruise right now? Aren't they on a cruise or something? Or am I missing something? Okay, we gotta do this. If it's highly inappropriate, I don't care. Wait a minute. Huh? Oh my gosh. Well, how about this? We don't have time to wait. We're not saying that they won't help. We're saying that in the meantime, may we rally? Can we rally the troops while we wait for them to help? That's not negative. That's facts. Nobody said snap to. When we say jump, hold on. I need to get off camera in case things get highly inappropriate. They still might. I didn't even remember what I was wearing. Okay. Nobody's saying you're a piece of I'm not saying anybody's needing to do anything. We're saying, Vincent, I saw your thing. I wanted to respond to you. You're gonna have to back up. Oh, Henry's court. That's at the end of October. Oh, I can't even possibly talk about. You're gonna have to rewind. Be kind to rewind. I get into all the reasons I'm really not great at planning ahead. I'm a very in the moment type of lady. I know that might be hard to believe, let's stay in the moment now and add some freaking apps. How do I do it? Edit. All right, peoples of the interwebs. What I'm saying is I'd like to help people while we wait, especially if there was a hurricane. And this I'm doing on the tail end of saying I don't feel comfortable saying I'm part of a community. This is called not being a douchebag. This is called being a good person. This is called let's not whine about what we can't have. Let's be happy about what we do and make use. What it's not the what can't we do. It's time for what can we do. Not that you guys are whining or I'm whining. I'm just stating. Now if I there it is. All right, ready? All right. He hid it, probably real. Who hid what? Julie B. That's the deal, right? He even said, I'm going to put a video out tomorrow. Okay. Nobody's saying do it or don't do it. I'm literally just sending out information. I'm trying to tour her. I did do Tori. Now, who else is the question? Who else? People in LA. Confident Chris is in LA. Laura's there. Who else is there? Oh. What the hell is his? Scotty's there. Maybe. Serge Delmar. Thank you. That's why I asked for help. It's blatant and obvious, but when you're on camera, it's like all thought goes out the window. I don't know. Streets is. Sesame Street. Elmo. Elmo's probably in LA. I'm watching you, Racetology. Keep it together, please. Thank you, DT. Hello. Blatant obviousness there. Well, look at that. YouTube just tells me. Do these people already know about this stuff? No, sorry, Rika. If it ends up being BS, you're not responsible for sharing information. That's all I'm doing. At what point am I like, you better cough up money? I'm saying this is important. Please read it. You know what? That's true. I'm saying and share it. I feel called to share it. How about please read? It's just a friendly request. Read it. Scotty's DOA's in there. Oh, really? Thank you. I didn't know that. Oh, I still did it wrong. I feel like Steve on the breaking news. We're gonna all Watch Kelly as she figures out how to make posts. Got audit LA. Mhm. That's a great one, Heather P. Oh, Danny, I'm just gonna inform you. Lord knows you already you're needing all the help you can get too. Oh yeah, Mindy's a great person to read that. I don't know Mindy's. There she is. Oh, did I have it? Oh my gosh. Oh, can you hear that? That Grammy's up in there. I really don't like calling her that. Oh, I thought I had her in there. Wait a minute. Confidence is that might be the Cal whatever. Let's see. I thought I had her in here. Oh no, I stopped to ask if she already knew about it. No, she is. That's her. At Calisi. I don't know how to say that. Okay. Oh, thank you. Good point. Hey, be nice to the bread loaf, please. Oh, I guess that's all it's letting me do. That's weird. Oh no, we already decided she has already been in there. Stay focused. Who the hell was I just looking for? Bloacher. I don't know their at. There it is. Oh, I think the little baby needs food. Oh, Henry, he's not in LA, but he can still share it. Didn't I get him? Hi. Come here, you sweet little baby. All right. All right, I think I have to feed people. Got that. Oh, that's a good one. Oh no, 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 no. Oh no, no, no. There we go. Lizzie Lou. Not on the internet. I'm gonna respect that. Radar. Could you guys like go check these sites and see if they already like, I don't know, posted it or this is hands down the most at people I've ever added people ever. Radar. And I don't know these people either. So it's just I know this is the internet. I know people do this shit all the time. It's just not my world. I feel like I need to send a private message to be like, "Can I at you on the internet publicly? 'Cause I don't know you. My name's Kelly. I'm the intuitive inquirer." Don't you people, Julie B. God, you can be such a Karen, can't you? In your opinion, Julie B, I know we're both old dogs, but we can learn new ways. In your opinion, you don't like that person, but you're saying that they're a Scientologist, and I know if I asked you to cite your source, you would not be able to give me the fucking receipts on that. In fact, I love you very much, and I do this with, I don't know who you're talking about either, to be honest. This is out of love, but that's gotta go. I'm gonna get rid of that. So DOA already shared it? Okay, well, there we go. Then we're good. We're good. I don't know where Eric Radar's oh, it's Raider? It's too much. This is all way too much internet-y stuff for me. Raider Nation? DOA, Audit LA, they've already shared it. Okay, see, this is why I'm not good for the internet. I'm too slow for this shit. Lara? How about Lara? Eric's have you ever oh gosh, too much, too much, too much. Eric has shared it. Thank you. There we go. See, this is why I don't need to go too buck wild. Plus, I know all these people are gonna read it. He's already done it. Now, when they shared it, did they share it with adding people? Adding people? Cutting off in 3, 2, the Rizzle's in there. 1, Streets is in there. Contains invalid argument. Excuse me? The fuck does I think I made a really good argument. I also don't know what that means. 76 out of 400. Request contains an invalid argument. Fuck does that mean? This is why I don't this right here, if I weren't live right now, I'd be like, "Eh, okay, we're just close everything down and go do something else." Oops. I don't know. No, I usually comma things. I'll uncomma. I feel like deeply offended that YouTube thinks I'm making a poor argument. I usually make pretty good arguments. Oh, you're an invalid argument. And I don't like your attitude at all. Your attitude sucks right now, YouTube. Please don't make me part of please, I can't do this. Hold on. No, I posted it now. I just had to delete it and then paste it again. Are we done yet? My goddess, 2 hours. Hi, Gary with 2 R's. It's okay, I beat the system. I was born to rage against them. I don't need no key, I'll break it. Alright. We got it. But I got no patience now. So sick of complacence now. And that was the final check on the live stream title agenda community. That's fucking community. Never met a mango Steven in my life. That's how I roll. Everybody, if you're on Earth, you're in my community. Actually, if you're in these universes, in that's the community I roll with. There are no boundaries, there are no rules, there are no, now if you're a douchebag, as per what I decide to be a douchebag, and there's no hope for you, then I will not associate with you. But if there is a flood or a fire, chances are I've thought about this. These are the things I ponder. If I don't, well, I'm probably not going to know. If some skinhead, let's say, for example, is drowning in a river, unless they're like wearing their robe or wearing the shit on their clothes or I see it, it doesn't. Let's be honest, if I see it as a human being walking through, I'm still gonna pull their ass out of the river because that's pretty fairly normal human nature. Then we're gonna have a really long discussion about their choices in the world, and they're probably gonna wish they were back in the river, and they're really gonna be mad that I was the one that pulled them out. But the point is, that to me is community, is the people that I would pull out of a river or a burning building. There are some creatures I do not believe need pulling out of those experiences. I did not forget the Scotty. He had already um, shared it. I had him in there and took him out when someone said he had already shared it. And Danny just shared the post. So there we go. I try to operate that way a lot. I think really it is humanity. Humans and animals and creatures of the interdimensional whatever. That's my fucking community, and I'm glad you're all here with me. So thank you for being with me here in this specific internet exchange. Um, I do believe we can all just make life better for each other, and Scientology. And yes, that is my goal here. I hope to encourage that we all think for ourselves more and more on new levels in new ways and new ways that we never realized we weren't doing before. Through this experience, I hope we can all deprogram some of the shit that we tell ourselves that holds us back. I hope that we can all start catching minor little things when we hear anybody, including myself, say things like, this is, let me tell you for a fact, X, Y, and Z, when they don't either cite their source or they couldn't possibly know because they're not in someone else's shoes, they're not in someone else's head. And in spirituality, that's what used to drive me bonkers. Until you've told me you have died and gone to the other side and then come back with your story, I don't want to hear about it. And even if you do die and go and have an experience and tell me about it, until I experience it, I'm still going to kind of be like, man, I don't know about that. Nope, no sorry needed. Thank you for reminding me, Wolf Machine. No sorry, you did nothing wrong. You made him whatever. That's not a sorry worthy thing, I think, in my opinion. No sorry. I'll make shirts. I have shirts. If you send me a 13-page document, can I read through it and let you know if it'll be helpful? What's the time frame? What's the time frame on that needing to be read? I struggle with reading, long community posts. It depends on when you need the work done by. And what you mean by read through it? Do I have to skim it or I have to, like, read it? Good God, do you see these dark circles that are starting? I need to get some sleep. I'm going to bed now. Oh, my phone just went to bed. It's on black and white. I don't know if anybody hears from back in the day when my little timer used to go on. My timer to tell me to go to bed. It just went back on. Oh, Nancy Drew. See, I forgot someone. This guy needs to sue the cult for credit card fraud trafficking. Oh, thank you, humanity. That is humanity. Then humanity shows up. Humanity's in the what? Shout out to humanity. Um, I'm going to hang up this phone call now on the internet. Hi, Buddha. You mean Mindy, I think, and I got Mindy. I don't know who Mandy is. Ew. 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 That's so gross. Why? Do I look like a 12-year-old girl? I'm a queen, fucker, and you're in my queendom, so have some fucking respect. I hope everybody has a great night. It's so gross, isn't it? I hope everybody has a great night. This has been a very serious stream. Free William, Jason Johnson, Jordan Jingleheimer Schmidt, Free Willy. Somebody needs to add poor Nora in here because I'm worried if I try, all hell's gonna not Nora. What the hell was I just trying to do? What's her name? Nance Drew. Nance Drew. You know what's so funny? Oh, and then that shows up like that. Totally makes sense. Totally makes sense. All right. Crackhead Kenny, what's up? I'm making Kelly get the F off the internet 'cause she's effing crazy right now and she should never be streaming this long under these lights. So have a great night, everybody. And I don't know why I use this voice, but I can't stop now because that's the voice that I've been given. Night, night, everybody. I really wish his little mouth would move better, but it's cloth. If I had like some cardboard in there, it would work better. Oh my god, good night. It was a great I don't know what the hell just happened stream. You can email me, but 13 pages is probably gonna take me 13 years, but I will sure as hell try. I will do my best. That's the best I can do. Yadira, Yadira. Hey, I challenge anybody that usually doesn't chat, come forth and say something. Just send me an emoji. I want to see you. I want you to be able to feel like you have an emoji voice in this experience. Good night, everybody. Sweetie. Oh, and people call me sweet. What a sweetie. I'm like, Pearl. Oh gosh. It's too late. It's too late. I might have got her. Other people can add people. That's the joy of the interwebs and adding and using ads. Good night. Good night. Bye-bye now. Good night. Good night, Buddha. Good night, Rather Be in Maui. Good night, Wolf Machine. Good night, Ned. Good night, Kenny. Oh, Peter Anderson, son of a gun. Where were you? I have another stream I need to do. I'm calling my ass out on some shit. I have some other very important things to talk about tomorrow or the next day before I leave for LA. And allegedly, apparently, the calendar says I have to leave on Sunday or Monday. Celine loves light. Thank you. I see you. Thank you for emoji talking tonight. Kiara Sona, thank you. I'm gonna get it right one day. Good night, Mini Minion. Good night, Buddha. Good night, Ned. Racetology. Kevin Dupree, lurking and showing up. Thank you. Gary, good night, Gary. Good night, Gary. I don't forgot my button here. All right. Peace, love, hope, and dope. Peace out, Roxy. Fucking rain. Three amigos. Peter, you and I really are kindred spirits. Good night, Ned. I got a turtle somewhere here that can say that. Solidarity and humanity for the win. W humanity.